So over the weekend, when he was not, of course, threatening the leader of Norway with war for not giving him the Nobel Peace Prize, Donald Trump was also embarking on a new grift. In fact, this one is a multi-billion-dollar grift. And that is, of course, his idea for a global peace board. And according to a draft charter of the Donald Trump Peace Academy, obtained by Bloomberg News, if you want to have a seat on the peace board that's basically going to police the entire world, you have to pay Donald Trump $1 billion. That is the price tag that he set for any country to actually be a part of the peace board. $1 billion. And we don't know if that goes into a fund that the peace board would control. We don't know if it goes to the U.S. government or if maybe it just goes to Donald Trump's personal bank account. But if you don't pay $1 billion, you don't get a seat on the board, unless, of course, your name is Vladimir Putin, because according to reports on Monday, Trump has actually already extended an invitation to Putin to join the peace board. He doesn't have to pay $1 billion. He just gets on because he's Donald Trump's bestie, now that Trump's other bestie, was murdered in prison. But Putin's going to be on the peace board, which probably isn't, going to sit well with anybody in Ukraine or Europe. But everybody else has to pay $1 billion. Now, most of the media is obviously focusing on the grift of this, right? Well, that is important, but it's nowhere near as important as the fact that this is Donald Trump's attempt to take over the world. And I don't mean that, I'm not speaking in hyperbole. I mean, quite literally, this is Donald Trump taking over the world with a gaggle of secret individuals, world leaders, to create a new world order, right? That thing that all the militia and the preppers have been warning about for decades, all those crazy right-wingers like, there's a new world order trying to run things, and it's the guy you put in office. How's that for irony? You are so worried about a new world order being created that you actually elected the guy that is trying to create this new world order. Because the part the media is not hyper-focusing on, even though they should, is this. The proposed Board of Peace would be an international body chaired by Trump himself, who would serve as its inaugural leader and retain sweeping authority over its operations. Under the draft charter, Trump would reportedly control invitations, approve the agenda, sign off on the organization's official seal, and designate his own successor. So it could be Don Jr., who would then get to appoint his successor, which would probably be Eric, who would get to appoint his successor, which would probably be Barron. Decisions would be made by majority vote, with each member state receiving one vote. But all outcomes would remain subject to the chairman's approval. So even though decisions are made by a vote, if Donald Trump leading the peace board says, no, I don't like it, then it doesn't matter that it passed with a majority vote. So he would be the dictator of this group of dictators. So what would this group of dictators be doing? Well, we have an answer to that too. According to the draft charter, quote, they would promote stability, restore dependable and lawful governance, and secure enduring peace in areas affected or threatened by conflict. Restore dependable and lawful governance, which means if Donald Trump himself views your country as one that does not have a dependable government or does not have a lawful government, well, it's our job to go in there, get rid of you, and replace you with somebody we like. This is that new world order that the militia and the preppers and all those crazy folks were terrified of. So, isn't this what you guys have been prepping for? Isn't this what you've been stockpiling weapons for? Like, you've literally said that. Like, we got to do this for when the new world order, blah, 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 blah. Well, it's happening. And you idiots are just staying there like, no, but it's Trump, so we love it. We love this idea of Donald Trump ruling the fucking world. Because if this happens, that is what this would mean. Trump would have complete global control. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.